Good evening, seekers of dark and profane lore. Welcome to Blood from a Stone, our horror game here on the Long Lost Lore Twitch channel. Hi, my name's Philip. I'm the Dreadmaster of this game, because it's a scary one. And surrounding me are our wonderful players. Say hello, players.
Hello, players.
It's an old joke, and we use it every week. So yeah, we are here to play a kind of a 5e based, but fairly embellished game set in those domains of dread. It is a continuing game with high turnover of players. I believe our 32nd player will be making player character will be making their debut. We may have several other player characters making their debut this week because we may have a high turnover as we ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. So the sort of short version recap before we just jump right on in here is that several of the people who live in the town of Paradise have been awoken to the fact that their town is not exactly as it seems. This is a prison. This is a place of horror and suffering designed to run on pure dread. Ruling over it is a Dark Lord called the Stone Man, a 12-foot tall statue that seems to be graven wearing a leather jacket, has sort of long hair, and a pair of sunglasses. And he fancies himself sort of a poet of sorts, speaks in a strange rhythm, and often takes, perhaps, unhealthy interest in some of the young women in town. Obsessing over them, raging when they are sort of killed as retaliation to harm him, but also raging when he begins to suspect they may have feelings for someone else. We are at one of those moments in which Dahlia Frey, a theater major from Darkmoor College, who has attracted the attention of this Dark Lord, has I wouldn't even call it really a relationship at this point, but maybe has a connection with Oksana Smirnov, a Russian exchange student and weightlifter. And Oksana made a very impassioned speech, expressing her how much she cares about Dahlia. Dahlia, to save Oksana's life, called on this stone man and expressed her love for him. So, kind of a lot of things going on there, and it has all come to a head when our intrepid group, which also includes Sorrow, a tiefling who had been trapped in a tarot card for ages untold and was released, has joined the party, having been awakened and also learned some of the information from people who had previously been seeking a way out of Paradise and died, but their soul remained and sort of transferred, some memory transferred to another. And another awakened is Bruce Pumper, who seems to be a producer of sexy movies, is how he described himself in a way that was upsetting. We found him sleeping in an empty girls' dorm room because there's a lot of unexplained deaths around Paradise. So that is the group who, at the advice of an angel named Etienne Rene, who lives as sort of a gentleman of leisure about town, he has pressed them into service, though it seems he might be asking more of them than they really wish to give. And this group now are seeking someone who might be able to stand up against Etienne, who may be able to free them from their bondage. A woman named Carla, who it seems might be, though she's a sort of a homemaker, it seems she might have inner wells of strength and fury, rage, perhaps, that are as yet untapped. However, upon arriving at her house, smelling sort of pies cooling on a windowsill, hearing the strains of kind of calm, smooth sort of music playing, the stone man appeared and stalked up to Dahlia, expressing his true rage that Dahlia might have lied about her feelings for him. He rose up to strike her, and Oksana jumped in front of him, ready to sort of try to take him on. a task that is surely going to get her killed, although she does have a magic pair of sort of like fighting cestus gloves that are magical and might be able to harm him slightly, which a fire giant who showed up a couple sessions back wasn't able to do, so, you know, one never knows. In any case, with all of that, we are going to do our opening invocation, and then we're just rolling for initiative. All right, friends, the opening invocation. I was telling the players before we started, I spent so much time trying to decide on this, but based on so many things and other things that may have already been said and may be said again, I shall simply say the words. One of my favorite sort of quatrains of all time, to be honest. It was long ago, and it was far away, and it was so much better than it is today. It never felt so good, it never felt so right, and we were glowing like the metal on the edge of a knife. All right, friends. Those who are about to die, we salute you. Give me some initiative rolls, por favor.
Oh, no. Okay.
Grandmaster Deer, would you like me to partake in the roll?
I do, in fact, want you to partake in this roll, good sir. For you will be roughly in proximity. Boy, is that good for you guys. Holy smokes.
6.
Okay.
So here, I will call it out by number zones in just a second here. Is anyone here 20 or higher with their initiative roll? What about over 15?
19.
Ooh. Whoa, Oksana has a 19?
I did.
Ooh, nice.
My one good roll of the night.
Wow, Oksana, a 19. And then who had that 18? I heard 18.
That was me.
18 for Sorrow? Great. All right. Anybody over 10?
I got a 14.
14 for Dahlia Frey. And then I heard a 6 for Bruce. What did our other character have, Dan?
I too rolled a 6.
A 6. Do either of you have negative dexterity?
No.
I'm actually going to give the edge on this to your character based on perception.
Okay.
Because that honestly is probably more, since you're not like in the thick of this, you're sort of hearing something. So you are at a 6, but we'll give it to you there. Okay, cool. So that will be for your character. And I just have to roll just for a couple other NPC types.
I hear like 17 minutes of dice clacking in the background. We're like, oh, okay.
Okay. And yeah, but I think with that, we are ready to go. And Oksana. So the Stone Man is rearing up to strike in rage, having basically expressed, God only knows what he could do right now. What are you going to do?
Can I say something and take an action?
If it is a quick thing, you can.
Okay, never mind. It's
Imagine,
Maybe yeah.
Imagine that it's, your turn is 6 seconds long.
Okay, never mind. How close are we to the man?
Oh, you said you jumped in front of him, so
So he is literally...
You are going to get punched from above based on where you just moved.
I will... Am I still in the air? Jumping? That's my question. Like, how active am I?
I'll say you kind of, you're not like flying through the air, but yeah, you can, what are you trying to do?
I would like to recover and push him back.
Understood. So you would like to make a contested athletics check against the Stoned Man.
Yes.
All right, you may roll athletics. The Stoned Man must roll is he proficient in athletics? Of all the things I gave this guy, I didn't give him proficiency in athletics. So... And this is not a saving throw, so I can't. Oh! Nat 20. So what does that get you to?
+6.
His strength is +6, so he has to hit a nat 20 to not be pushed back. He does not.
Oh man.
So Oksana shoves him back. Now you can move in and punch him again, but you've basically pushed him a good 5-10 feet away. And he just kind of is glaring at you, shocked that happened.
Can I turn around and take a stance in front of Dahlia?
Yeah, that can be sort of part of your movement. Okay, so you're just
that's what
defending.
I'm gonna do.
Wow, all
Yeah.
right. You pushed him back. And he seems very sad. He seems very angry. It's hard to tell with his face, but there's this, kind of this stone visage getting angered. Sorrow, you are up now. Sorrow for the lost Lenore.
I am going to stay up. Okay, so no one's really around me, right?
No, I mean you were not super far from each other, but when he jumped, I assume you all walked back at least 5 feet or so.
Yeah. No,
so
I didn't.
yeah.
I don't want to be next. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Alright, sorry, I was like, no.
No. This dumb pretty girl.
Dumb pretty girl.
She's not dumb, she's just not wise.
Well, whatever. So I'm going to yell out. I'm going to say, "So, have you made your decision? Do you wish to wed this one?"
Sorrow! Why would
Make
you do this?
What is your aim? Are you just earnestly asking?
No, my intention is to de-escalate the situation
Okay.
a little bit. Sort of distract from whatever bullshit. Don't worry, this
I will
one...
let you, in that case, you may make your choice of a persuasion or performance. The fact that you're distracting means you could do performance if you'd prefer.
No, I'll do persuasion.
Okay.
That's
Persuasion.
okay. Okay. Persuasion. Roll. Okay. Persuasion. 14.
Okay. A 14 to persuade the stone man. That kind of maybe just generally this is still a talking.
Let's take a breath.
Situation.
Let's reset.
Okay.
Okay.
A 14 is not unpersuasive.
That's not what I want to hear.
That's actually just chat. I usually am not looking at chat while this is going on, but I just saw Book and Dagger ask a cool question. What's your charisma modifier, by the way?
My charisma modifier? Oh no, I did not. It's a +3, so it's an 11.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank you, Book and Dagger.
Good looking out.
Try and
Sure.
catch
I remember
level
you from
13.
last time.
Don't
Book
be
and
a
Dagger.
snitch.
Yes, that is a thing we'll mention to those who might be new to us. We do keep a dread clock, and the dread clock advances when the players roll natural 13s because we needed another gimmick for this game. Okay, at initiative count 17. Anything else, Sarah?
I'm going to move back 30 feet.
Okay, so as you're moving back 30 feet,
Or yeah.
So basically you guys were approaching a house, a door opened, this man came up from behind you, and you're now walking towards this house. You're backing up towards the house. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So at initiative
Yes.
count, you good?
Also, sorry, I just a point of order, Philip. Does Sorrow remember anything from Will?
So Sorrow does remember certain things as well. Sorrow would have seen that, but let's go ahead and now roll a wisdom saving throw, which usually saving throws are a passive thing, but for these remembrances, I do the saving throw of it. So go ahead and make a wisdom save to see how much of the visions as you sort of see this person, how much you put together. I guess it is
saving
in response to seeing her. I'm fine with
18.
Yeah, 18.
18.
So yeah, you kind of glance up. Now, 18. So you're proficient in wisdom saves, though. What would that make that? Because I know you have a +3 to wisdom.
You know what it is.
So that's a natural 13, friends. There we go.
No!
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
No!
All right.
Getting us
So,
going early. Here we are.
We get a freaking horror surge now.
so close to a horror surge.
I feel like that ring is weighted. Not fair.
It usually doesn't happen. It just does when it's being really cool. All right, so we have one beautiful natural 13 from our dear And I will
I'm
mark
so
Oh,
that
it's
sorry.
nice knowing
So
y'all.
1 from Andrew. But no, horror does not surge. You feel this moment as you sort of resist this, but then you glance over and you see this woman, and you do remember that she was in a rage. And I will say that with an 18, and with Will's understanding of the situation, you remember that she is the wife of someone who the angel knows.
Yes.
You don't necessarily know the exact name of that guy, although she just asked James, is that James, like right before the Stone Man showed up.
Okay.
So you know that, and you know that she's very strong and gets very angry.
And my turn is done. Is that right?
I would say because you talked, you've backed up. I mean, you probably
Perfect.
have 10 more feet of movement if you, upon realizing you're backing into her, if you want to go elsewhere.
I would like to move up to her.
Okay, cool. You move up to her, and I'll even let you say a word or two because she sees this, but she sees you, and her face is like kind of going white of like, because you're a tiefling, you're a red-skinned devil walking up to her. And she is like...
And I say, and I just want to say, briefly, I know what happened to your husband.
How do you know? He's with angels and devils. Oh my god. Do you say
Do you want
anything
me to
else?
say-
You can
Oh, sure. Yeah,
just
yeah.
say
so
one more sort of thing. This is
I'll
honestly
say-
spending your reaction probably, but you can sort of say
okay.
one more thing.
I mean, I want to tell her more, but I want to tell her more than just a reaction. So,
Sure.
I just want to exude an air of calmness
Okay.
and tranquility towards her.
Okay. Is there any information you are specifically communicating though? We don't have to do the exact words of it, but is there anything specifically you're trying to convey?
I have a longer thing I want to try to talk to her about.
Okay.
But on my next turn,
Okay.
I guess is what it's sort of what I'm.
Okay.
I begin. I'll say I begin. No, I'm not going to do any sudden movements towards her because I know that she gets very angry and I see that she's distressed. So I'll just say it has to do with that horrible stone man.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna give her an insight check at the top of her turn. You don't want her to roll low right now. She rolls an 8. And she screams as she uses a bonus action to enter a rage. He's been fucking a stone man and a devil and an angel! And then she just starts slamming at you with her fists.
Yeah.
All right.
Apologies, but that is, unfortunately, you said I know what happened to your husband, and her mind goes to the wrong. Okay, so, strike number 1 from our lovely is a 25, is a 18 to hit.
Yep.
No.
However, rolls a 1 on the damage die, so that is 6 points of damage. She should have gone reckless to chase crits. What was I doing?
And 13s.
And 13s. Haha. Well, only if they're higher. She will, she doesn't get to attack twice per turn. That feels underbaked for her, but those are the stats she has, so that's fine. Moving on. So she's enraged. Now, you have some sense that you think perhaps you could try to convey, like, was never with your husband, because clearly that's what is you kind of freaking her out. But at this moment, she is engaged with you, she's striking, so you can certainly try to do that on your subsequent turn. But at this point, we are going to Miss Dahlia.
So the stone man has been pushed back. but
Stone Man,
he-
Oksana shoved the Stone Man back to the Stone Man's shock that
Okay.
this woman
It
just
was
did
the
this.
strength of love.
Yeah.
Don't say that, Oksana.
No, keep saying that, Oksana.
No, whatever you do, don't say that. Okay, so how far away is he? Like how many feet?
He's now
about?
10 feet from you.
Okay. And when we rested, I did not get my spells back.
You did not get your spells back from that short rest you took overnight, no. Oh yeah, by the way, anyone watching who plays D&D, in this game a short rest is 8 hours and a long rest is like several days of downtime because I'm a mean person. Okay, so Dahlia, what are we doing?
Do I hear what's happening with
Yes.
and
Yes.
Sarah?
I think
Do
you
her?
hear her screaming about this and you hear that for sure.
Okay, and then Oksana is how? Sorry, I'm asking.
Oksana is directly in front of you, having shoved back the stone man.
Okay. Crap. I'm like, I want to grab her hand and make her run back with me, but if I touch her, that will not help the situation in the slightest. Oh gosh. Okay. So. Oh no. I'm. Who do I use it on? Can I don't know what to do.
I'll tell you what, if you want to simply, like, do you want to just not expend this turn and just be frozen in uncertainty of how to act? Are you just like cowering?
No,
Okay.
no, but I'm going, I'm going to run like away as far away as I can get from both the stone man and our angry wife.
Understood. Love it. So you shall run at a different. You're running at a different.
Running
angle.
away at a distance.
Okay.
And then I'm going. I can only pick one, and right now I'm like torn between who to deal with. But okay, I'm going to use message with the stone man.
Okay.
And try to like ask him, what's wrong, and try to convey.
So you're moving away, but you're connecting with him telepathically.
Yes, I'm moving away, but connecting with him. I'm telling him, you're terrifying me, and I don't know what's wrong, and I don't know what I did, and like.
You're terrifying me. I guess my question to you is, what degree is this true, or what degree is this deceptive? You're telling him you're terrifying him. That's true. You're saying you don't. You're saying you don't know what you did. That's less true. Not that it's justified. So if you are saying that, why don't you do a deception check? Otherwise, it can be persuasion.
I just didn't know who to use it on because I also want to try and save Sorrow, but I can only pick one.
Understandable. All right.
Okay, so I'm doing deception or persuasion?
This would be deception if you're sort of conveying that to him. Yeah.
That is a 25.
Well, Dahlia's good at what she does.
Yes.
He sort of looks at you, and there's like a stutter at his step. So you've cast that, so you're speaking directly into his mind. You sort of tell him you don't know. He's scaring you. You don't know what you did. Okay, great. He is going to use a legendary action.
Oh, no.
He's going to sort of pause here, and kind of like communicate back, which he can do instantly. He says, "Is this all just a misunderstanding?"
I don't even know what the misunderstanding is.
And then out loud, he'll say, "So you don't love her?" He gestures to Oksana. "If I turn her brain into jelly, it won't bother you."
I don't love her, but I don't want anyone to hurt.
Oh, God. She's so innocent. She's so innocent. He kind of, he'll pause. Okay, you have conveyed that to him before. You've expressed that you don't want people to hurt. He does not strike with his legendary action. He does not move back on Oksana, but he's just trying to think. He's He's trying to put this together, and then he kind of looks up and sees the woman attacking Sorrow. He's like, what? Okay, that, very good. Dan, I need you. You are, whether you're in your house next door, or whether you're, like, in the backyard, or even could be on the front yard.
Definitely it was about, like, sneaking out the window on the second floor.
Understood. So you are currently in the... then this could be delightful. As you are currently in the midst of, like, shimmying out of a thing, you hear insanity going on. You glance over, but seeing this attracts a soul to you. And I need you, sir, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, man, that's not a 13. That's a 23.
With a 23...
Wait, hang on. I was on the wrong sheet.
Oh, okay.
It's still going to be good. It's a 20, 30-20.
With a 20, you don't accidentally... I thought there was a chance this character was going to fall off the roof and just done so. But no, you look over and you see this, and suddenly you have this memory of being a truck driver. Name of Green. Getting trampled by hippocamps. Hippocamps, right? They were hippocamps.
Hippocampi? I don't know.
I think they were hippocampi. Yeah, they might be hippocampi. That's true. But I
Hippocampus.
believe. Oh, geez, this is my find or replace
Part
just
of the
showed up
brain.
in front of this. It is, but it's also hippocamps is also the swimming horses that you guys fought.
It's a powerful memory somehow.
It's a powerful memory, understandable. And you remember it. You suddenly realize that all this stuff. You understand the nature. I mean, you're still Dylan, but you're like, oh, right. There's bad stuff going on, and it's happening on that lawn. And you recognize one of those people. You recognize that woman, Oksana, who was also there gathered to the penitentiary in the night.
Where am I in relation to everyone else right now?
We will say, for convenience sake, you are partial the way up on like a drain pipe outside your house or climbing down. But because of your movement and your expertise in acrobatics, it would be a total of maybe like 40 feet to like where the fighting is.
Dahlia had run off in a direction. Did she run towards my house or the other house?
Dahlia, can you do we'll say, just roll any die. We'll say evens was towards your house, odds was the other direction.
Okie dokie. Odd.
So Dahlia's running the other way.
So we have 4 corners.
I'm going to... Well, I'm going to quietly slide down the rest of this drain pipe, and then kind of move like towards the edge of the fence and just kind of peek and get a better look.
Understood.
I don't know what's going on, man.
Sure, make a perception check then.
Haha! 13! Let's go! For a total of 18.
He's the player none of the other players want at the table because of how happy he is when it happens. So that's 13 there on the thing. We'll mark it down on our records as one from old Dan. Thanks, Dan.
Look, you know what? I was worried that by starting to be on this show more regularly, my luck would run out. But clearly, I'm here to win.
You've given all of your luck to our Dreadmaster. That's what's happened.
No surge. You all he kind of creeps over there, and are you proficient in stealth?
I am not.
Okay, so you're not attracting a huge amount of attention, but like if someone's like, someone might notice you. But as you kind of make your way over there, make a perception check.
So that was
your perception check. So what does it get you to?
A total of 18.
Oh, an 18. Great. You pretty quickly get the lay of the land of what's going on here. You see, who died before Green? Who was your character before that? Oh wait, it wasn't someone who was at the thing. So we said though you were in the audience, so you remember this actress too, who's like running away. You recognize her. The other two haven't seen before, but based on sort of stuff. And then you also see this woman who you remember being at the play who's attacking what looks like a devil. So yeah, there's a lot going on here, and you have a good sense of who's here, where they are.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine that like the devils are bad. I know that. That's what my mom told me. I don't listen to her all the time, but I know that woman's probably just defending her home against an incursion. It's a nice neighborhood, and I like it when it's quiet here. I don't know.
You're that horrible person from next door.
There are so many horrible people on next door.
I don't know how I recognize these women. I would never talk to them. They're way. I mean, they're way older than me also, but also they're like, I don't talk to the pretty or the strong ones.
Fair.
I'm gonna wait, and if they need help, I might try and help out. But if that big scary guy comes towards me, I might book it.
Understood. And I don't think anyone would really blame you for that.
Wait, how old is Dylan Sneed?
Like 15, 16.
Oh, okay.
Also, that does remind me. Oh man, with an 18, you that's good because your passive would not have done it. You notice 2 other figures. Oh, also, I didn't mention this earlier because they're non-combatants, but there are several gargoyles flying around playing musical instruments. Forgot to mention that to everyone. So there's a gargoyle band like up on the roof playing kind of.
Are they good at their musical instruments?
They were shockingly good at their musical instruments. Okay. It sounds so good, and they're playing like Wagnerian rock. It's like it's just like sweeping like the city's rocking. Oh, also, and there's a giant mountain in the distance that didn't used to be there, but was there as kind of just it's like right at the end of Main Street for some reason, kind of like a half a mile from where you guys are. It's a pretty epic thing. There's like a giant giant thing above. All right, so, with that, my friends, you see 2 other figures. They do not appear to be together. They're both on the edges, kind of peering.
I would never presume to know their relationship status.
Well, but they're also like they're separate. Right. They're in separate locales. Fair enough. One of them appears to be very small, wearing a cloak. Like you think like it's a little kid, perhaps, but they're just watching all of this, like peering around a building. The other seems to be inhuman, fish-like. Also peering around the side of a building, just watching all of this. So.
How close are they to me?
These are both further away. I think the kid is maybe like 50 feet, kind of like on like a house over there. The other one though is, we'll say they're both 50 feet, but kind of like at perpendicular angle, at a perpendicular sort of from you.
Okay, I'm gonna stay right where I am.
Okay. Wonderful. Great turn. Welcome to the game, Dylan. Bruce.
Hey.
Pumper's got a pump.
Bruce Pumper.
Bruce Bumper.
Bruce Pumper's ready.
What is Bruce Pumper going to do?
So, I actually have a couple questions.
How could you not?
Would Bruce Pumper reasonably... Was Bruce Pumper able to hear what was spoken between the Stone Man and Dahlia about... So you don't love her, so if I smashed her, so that...
No. That was... Probably, I'm being a little more whatever, but it's fine. They can do some especially since she didn't actually doing the thing. Yeah, that's in their minds. That's some like, can you read my mind, Lois Lane, 78 Superman stuff. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
So, and jog my memory, does he reasonably know that there's some jealousy and there's something going on between the Stone Man and Oksana and Dahlia?
Make a insight check, sir.
I mean, you could argue Bruce Pumper knows their personal relationships.
Yeah. Well, Bruce Pumper doesn't have a lot of insight, so that's a 3.
You don't get it, Bruce. You thought you were coming here to what Bruce figured you were coming here to bang some housewife, but now she's attacking that one girl you want to bang, and now, you're not sure what's happening.
All right, so how far am I away from the Stone Man and from Housewife?
Wait, Bruce wants to bang Sorrow?
Bang anybody.
I think
why
Bruce...
is that surprising to you? Well, you think you're the only one? Is that what you think?
I think Bruce would be happy to bang a lady with horns.
He strikes me as anyone who would do that to anything with a pulse.
I'm very sinewy, okay?
I think that Bruce Pumper, at this moment, is a little bit, they're both like within a movement action for you. They're about like 15, 20 feet away. I'll say because you had kind of backed up kind of instinctively when the snowman showed up, you were slightly closer to the steps of the house, which is where the housewife is attacking Sorrow.
All right.
But you're
So-
pretty much equidistant.
So Bruce is looking back and forth at all of the action, and Bruce loves action, and
Loves action.
so what Bruce does is, can he audibly be heard above the music?
Yeah, oh yeah, the music is, here's the other thing, these gargoyles, they're fucking amazing at this music, but their levels are on. And actually, with Dylan on his previous turn, when he was glancing up and looking at the gargoyles, there is one gargoyle flying around, like, with a hover, because, like, I mean, like, some of them, like, it seems like they have drums that are just floating with them, and one's on, like, a bass and one's a thing. But, like, there's this, and keys, definitely they have multiple keys, but one of the gargoyles is hovering with, like, a board. There's, like he's mixing.
I love this.
Like, yeah, one of them is very much, I mean, you are not, I will tell you one fucking thing about the Stone Man. I'm going to tell you guys this with no the production quality is going to be good.
He lives for the aesthetic.
It is going to
Yes.
Hire him
sound
for
good.
your
but I
sexy
mean, like,
movies.
No,
Vibes
he's
100%.
yeah, no, he's yeah.
Oh,
he's-
I'm so sorry to continue this pausing. Yes, Bruce, you could do this. I'll let it go. Rose Explodes, you said something in the chat that I don't know that's not true.
Is he not a deity?
No, he's the Dark Lord of this plane, but the next thing you said is not, I never said that either.
He's not based on Meatloaf?
I
Well, in my heart of hearts, he's based on
Of course
Meatloaf.
he can be, but you guys are putting some things together, but you're
He
making
wouldn't do anything for love.
you're making some big assumptions. Have we said a lot of Meatloaf quotes in this that you guys have finally started Googling? This is session 18, and kind of last year they finally started Googling the invocations I've read literally every game.
Well, we don't want to. I mean,
Oh, it's great.
Were they Meatloaf?
I can't speak to that. So, Bruce, you
All right.
can perfectly hear, mixed under the sound of rock and roll dreams around you, that you also hear that this housewife seems to think the devil woman slept with her husband, and for some reason the stone man started kind of turning towards Dahlia and walked a few feet towards him. What would you like to do?
I actually call out to multiple parties. I say, "Hey, stone guy, hey, hard guys, you're sexy. Housewife, you're sexy. Let's make a fucking movie."
Make a persuasion check, Bruce.
Oh my god.
17 minus 2, so 15.
Okay. You are attracting a good bit of attention. I'll phrase it like this: both of them look and are they're paying attention to you, sir.
Can I still do something?
You can. That
I
was a
pull my-
very short thing you said, so sure, you can.
I pull my pants down.
You expose yourself.
There's a minor here, Bruce.
All right, Bruce.
Oh, I'm
I'm
so
minor.
sorry.
I'm
Oh, I
18.
didn't
I'm
do that.
18.
I didn't know.
It's fine.
I'm
It's
not raising-
unacceptable.
No, Dylan's a minor.
Oh.
Yeah,
But Bruce,
like
however,
13.
Bruce
You don't
does
know
not
there.
see Dylan.
yeah, and I'm still wearing something under. It's like it's really,
What is now you have to paint the picture. What is Bruce wearing under his pants?
he's got real like black like snake skin briefs that like kind of go up his butt, and he still has boots on too, so it's just, and then hands up in the air waiting for
In
somebody.
like a dance belt?
Sure, but black with like snake skin
Yes.
pattern. This is his moment, and he knows he would never get a better scene than what's happening right now,
Okay.
and he feels like he's in the center of it.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
Bruce is flashing everyone.
Okay. Is that your turn, Bruce?
Yes.
This is why this is a mature content channel, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
The stone
Amazing.
man
Amazing.
looks at Bruce in this situation.
I don't think the stone man.
And the stone man looks up at the gargoyle and says, "Give him a guitar. I want him to dance with it." And
Oh my God.
Oh my god. What is
the
happening?
stone man will actually hold an action here and oh god, I want to say something right now to what this is referencing because it's really a thing. But check out, just if people want to, check out the music video for Faster Than the Speed of Night is what you got to do.
Oh god.
And the stoned man will basically say, it's all I ever wanted and all I ever needed. That was Invocation lyrics, was Faster Than the Speed of Night. So the stone man says, "Give him a guitar, make him dance." And at initiative count 0, thereafter, a gargoyle does fly down a guitar for you. The gargoyle like looks at him, the stone man nods, and the gargoyle like rips your shirt off, so now you are standing there in nothing but the briefs, basically,
And the boots.
and you are holding a guitar, and you're like, he told you to dance with it. Oksana, it's your turn.
Oh, so the stone man is otherwise.
Stone man is now an
exposed. He
additional
is-
like 5 feet away. He's looked
And
at
he's
that,
not-
but he's still looking at you and Dolly. He's still like kind of casting his eyes, but he saw Bruce Pumper do that and felt, all right, this is on brand. Let's play this out. Let's see how
Why-
this goes.
So Oksana like takes her like stance and says, "Why did you not agree to marry her immediately?"
And Dahlia moved aside.
Yeah.
As long as she's out of the way, I don't care.
He will turn to you and reply, kind of using his Dark Lord legendary action extra time nonsense, and express, "I had to sleep on it. If you swear that you'll love somebody till the end of time, if you swear that you'll love somebody till the end of time, you can never break your promise. You can never forget that promise. You can never break your vow. But I want her."
So you had to think about not breaking the vow.
"What are you trying to vow?" "She's beautiful, but I think she can lie to me. Oh, and the lies feel so good in my head. You tell me the truth. What do you want? Why are you here? What's your part in all this?" And he's kind of like rounded back towards you, using his legendary action to now be like standing right over you once again, Oksana.
I want her to be safe.
Cool. Sorrow, your turn.
Yeah. Did you say Starro?
I don't think so, but Sorrow.
Sorrow.
Sorrow, your turn.
Okay. Oh shit.
So this woman's
So-
punching you, and she's like, her eyes
Yeah,
are
she's-
just wild, and
Yep.
she thinks that you had sex with her husband. She thinks her
And
husband fucked a stone man.
No, yeah.
And
yeah.
realistically, with
What?
Bruce Pumper's condition out here, that's likely where
Okay.
the line's going.
I know when to okay. I know when to I know when to get to my losses. I'm going to
Oh, sorrow.
Sorrow.
I'm going to okay, here we go. I'm going to rip off my shawl.
Okay.
Oh no. Everyone's getting naked on this stream.
I am going to unfurl my wings because I'm a winged tiefling variant.
Sure.
Yes.
I am going to disengage
Okay.
and fly towards the nearest gargoyle that has an instrument and say,
You were asking for a gargoyle's instrument.
I'm just I'm just gonna say, like, do you have something? I want.
Oh, you want to play?
Yeah. I'm not like,
okay.
I'm not like, give it to me. I'm like,
Sure.
hey, like, if he's gonna do it, I want to do
Sure.
it too.
Okay, great.
And I'm
So
going to
then-
fly. I'm going to fly like 30 feet up in the air away from this crazy woman who just beat the shit out. I mean, I am horribly.
Oh yeah,
wounded.
she caved in part of your jaw or
Yeah.
something with that punch for sure.
I'm like,
She sees this. She's like, all right. You are free of the fray, not the Dahlia fray, but the fighting fray. And this woman's on the ground. You're talking to a gargoyle. The gargoyle just kind of like seems very focused on the instrument, kind of like nods to you and is like, okay, but still playing.
okay, maybe I actually, you know what? I want to strike that. I want to move towards the guy who's doing the mixing.
Okay.
Because clearly he's gonna have, like, somewhere nearby, there's gonna be a case with an extra strat somewhere.
Understood. You're trying to go to the one that's the closest to the roadie gargoyle. The gargoyle at the mixer board is definitely smoking, by the way. But yeah, you get up to that one, and you're gonna try to look around for sort of instruments or sort of see that. Okay, cool. So you're in that area. You've disengaged. You've bonus action wingsed out. All that stuff. You're up. Okay, great. So with that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
I look great, by the way. I look fantastic.
It's Carla's turn.
Whose side?
Carla is Carla Breton. And Carla is going to just seeing you fly away, looking at the stone man, which honestly is who she probably would have attacked because of what you had sort of mentioned. But now she sees this like man, like in like sexy times, who's telling her that she's sexy.
Oh no.
And based on huge guilt she feels, so she's basically, it's an even toss between the two of you. So it's an evens odds, and wouldn't you know it, Bruce Pumper. So Bruce, you're standing there like with a guitar, and you were told to dance,
Bruce.
and then she rushes. She's running. She's gonna go reckless on this because why wouldn't she? Okay. It is a natural 20.
Oh no.
Now the question is, she has certain elements of a true barbarian. I don't think she's quite at the level for brutal critical though, which is a real shame because that would have been 3d12 that her punches do. So it's just 2d12. So Bruce, how many hit points do you have, sir?
I have 11.
Good.
Okay. So unless she rolls on the higher side here, I don't think this will one-shot you.
That face. That face.
You roll
Oh no.
No.
Did you roll a 13?
I rolled a 10 and an 8, which is 18, plus 3 from her strength, plus 2 from her rage.
Oh boy.
That's 23 points of damage.
Oh no.
So
No, but it's doubled too because it's a crit, right?
I rolled 2d12 instead of 1d12.
Oh, gotcha.
So she. So 10 plus
always
8
the best.
plus 5 is 23.
Can you just describe a little bit of the dance before I die?
So you start dancing and you're like swinging the thing suggestively like around like this, and the rest of you are kind of watching it almost entranced. And then the rest of you see a perfectly manicured hand stick through his chest. Just like tear through in a
Oh no.
gesture like that. The heart's being pushed kind of out. And you still dance for a moment. Bruce, you actually can say a final word if you'd like to in this insane moment.
Oh.
I say, this is your fantasy? Kind of
Perfect.
like a question and an exclamation.
Oh no.
All
so
right,
perfect.
Bruce.
Rest in peace, Bruce
you
Pumper.
slide.
F in the chat. F in the chat.
You
F in the
slide off of her arm. She's just this rage-filled monster, and she's just man. Now, technically, anybody wants to attack her, she did that reckless. I got to roll that at advantage, so.
No.
Also,
that sounds great.
it was not her die that rolled the nat 20, so thanks for the reckless. Rules of D&D.
Gosh.
Bruce, you're down, my friend.
He's
It's-
dead, right? He's dead.
Bruce is
No,
dead.
he can't.
Hey,
That's
Bruce
not
did.
down.
Did
He's dead.
He's
His
dead.
heart was torn out.
Bruce was
I'm sorry he
reduced
died,
to.
but I did not care for him.
Um,
I did not care for
and
him.
the stone man's like, "Oh man, what, what the? Who are you? What is?" And she's livid, and then he looks at her and goes, "Oh, I remember everyone. Oh baby, she's so hurt. You're hurt like I'm hurt, aren't you?" He says to Carla. Dahlia, it is your turn. So you just saw Bruce have his hand pushed through a chest. Or a hand pushed through his chest. But
A hand pushed through his chest. Do I hear the stone man talking to Carla too?
You do.
Okay.
That was 2 points away from not being instant death.
I don't know what I'm gonna do again. It's very difficult when you're not really a fighter. Oksana is still far away from me.
Oksana Oksana's about Oksana's like 40 feet away from you, or 30, 40 feet away from you, but she's like the stone man's like standing over her.
Okay.
But although his attention's now on Carla.
Yeah. So he's paying attention to Carla. So I am going to I'm going to use message now to talk to Oksana
Okay.
as I continue to move away.
Okay.
How does this work? Do I just hear something in
Yeah,
my
so you hear
head?
me in
And
your
you can
head.
immediately reply with a short answer. It's kind of like, think 25 words or less is kind of all you're supposed to be able to say.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna tell Oksana, like, whatever you do, don't antagonize him further. Please, like, he will hurt you. Our best bet is to defuse and get away. Do not make any professions of love again. You absolutely can't let him hear that. He'll misunderstand, or worse, he'll understand. Just don't say anything.
Da. I respond.
Da.
Huh?
She does not remember much of her mother tongue, but she remembers yes.
Da. Just go.
All right.
Oh, is it my turn?
No, it's not. I actually, though, you know what I didn't say? I'm going to do, Dahlia said she went evens odds, and that was the direction. I'm going to do the same thing for a certain cloaked figure. Nope. Wrong direction. Not in your way, Dahlia. Okay, so that person just continues watching. Dylan, it's actually your turn. So you just saw a man who you think must have been somewhat awakened, although then he behaved very strangely, get his heart just ripped out by your next-door neighbor, Mrs. Breton. Now, Mrs. Breton is a very put-together woman. You've never seen her looking like this. She looks completely enraged.
The devil must have cursed her or something. I don't know.
That is true. She walked out and talked to a devil woman,
Right.
punched the devil flew away, and then she punched someone else. So that's not a bad inference.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm inferring with my 11 intelligence, my 13 wisdom. I mean, it seems reasonable to me. I don't that I mean, I don't know what that man probably didn't deserve that horrible, gruesome death, but he did almost try and expose himself to me. So that also seems like a little weird. I don't know.
He didn't expose himself to him.
Oh, Dylan.
You know.
Oh, this is such a weird night. I just wanted to go play. I just wanted to go over to the park and like vault over some benches, and that was it. And this is what I get for sticking out. I should have stayed in bed tonight. I don't know. Breathe, Dylan. I left my paper bag inside. I'm gonna try and hide and just stay right there.
Perfect. Make a stealth check.
Natural one.
Well,
Dylan tries to hide against like a fence separating the houses and finds like the weak spot, and suddenly there's a cacophonous clash right at the like low point in the music, and Dylan like falls into, not prone, just kind of like tumbles into the yard, attracting all eyes. Everyone looks at him.
I'm gonna get up and run 15 feet away.
Okay. You sort of just stand and you're not even prone. You can run 30 if you want to, but which direction are you going?
Away from Mrs. Breton. I'm scared that she might rip my heart out too.
Okay. As she sees you though, she does say, "Oh, hi Dylan, sweetie. Sorry about the noise." There's some grown-up stuff going on out here. All right. Bruce is dead with no means of return.
we miss you though.
The stone man will kind of go over to Carla and like kneel down like before. So you, Oksana, you could punch him if you wanted to.
No.
So he kind of kneels just to be like on eye level with her, and is like, "Oh, you're so mad. I remember that. I know that. There's something else, though." She kind of snaps back, glaring at him. "You're guilty. You're guilty, aren't you?" I'm just... No, she's very upset. Gargoyles continue playing. Oksana, it's your turn.
I will run to where pretty girl goes.
You chase Pretty Girl. Okay, cool. Pretty Girl's made some... So, actually, if you dash, you can make it to Pretty Girl. So
I will dash to pretty girl.
you dash to Pretty Girl.
Because she told me to not engage, so I will not
All right.
engage. I will disengage.
Sorrow, you are flying around.
Do I get a musical instrument or no?
Yes. Hold on.
What questions?
You, sir, get... You're going to need to actually roll a die to determine what you're given. Yes. Here we go. So, roll a d6. Roll the 5 if you can.
1.
You are handed just another electric guitar. Like an electric guitar kind of just like makes its way to you. In fact, it is the electric guitar that was on the ground with Bruce that a gargoyle like swoops down
like
and just
gore.
Just like, yeah, like, and actually, that being said, for the general look of all this, a gargoyle flying heavenward, handing a blood-soaked Stratocaster to a winged devil woman is very on brand for this. So you are given that, yes.
I don't really know how to play the guitar.
Okay.
So I'm going to. I don't want to piss anyone off, so I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna do the.
Play Freebird.
I guess I'll just try to play like one. No, I'm just gonna fly backwards.
Are you just gonna? You can, if you want to make a performance check to like kind of like air guitar on it and not actually play it. You can kind of just do the. You're basically
Like
if you were to do some
monkey style.
if you were to do some lead singer rhythm guitar, like I'm really doing this for real, guys. Yeah.
Yes, I would love to.
You know when the lead singer's playing a guitar with everyone and then they sing and they don't play it and the music sounds no different like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Not horrible. It's Before. Okay. 11.
11. So you look more like it's appropriate.
Not.
You'd fool if no one's really paying attention. It's just barely more than not that you're you're just kind of flying away.
I'm gonna do that.
Are you making your way in the same direction that Carla?
I'm sort of flying back. I'm like on the bat. I'm like just
kind of just trying to get away from that. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like that Carla woman. I thought that maybe she could help.
Okay. Love it, love it, love it. That is your turn. Carla, at this point, Carla and the Stone Man are having some conversation. I cannot believe that this didn't turn into a fight with the Stone Man. This was, you shoved him. That was very smart to do. My God.
It was a good shove.
The Stone Man is talking
Thank God.
to her, and he's just saying, "You're so guilty about what you did with the salesman, aren't you?" And she, like, explodes in rage. And she's going to try to punch the Stone Man as hard as she can.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is not a nat 20, but she hits. It's not a crit, but she will hit. And so she swings and she deals, another 9 on the die. These high numbers are good. So that's 14 points as she does, and it does no damage to him at all.
Of course.
Because it's non-magical. And he sort of says, "Yeah. Oh, I like you. I like you. I forgot about you. There's something wild about you, isn't there?"
Oh,
She's
no.
just like raging at him.
Oh.
Yes. No, let it happen.
No,
Let it happen.
I think I need to step in. This
No.
is
Dahlia, it is your turn. And his words do sort of carry. It is, I will say, it seems like whatever that mixer gargoyle is doing, whatever strange stuff, which I know that sounds very silly, but like that is 100% happening. The mixer gargoyle, you all seem to be mic'd. Like your words are carrying like across the sort of this scene.
Yeah.
Okay, are we by houses now?
You are on a suburban street. Yes, there's houses out. And Dahlia's with you, and I will say, tell you what, roll we'll have them be kind of like a 1. So would you just roll a d8 for me, Sorrow?
Sure.
This is just to kind of determine generally the direction that your backing up has been going.
1.
1. Okay, so as it happens, you are like Sorrow is above you guys. Sorrow's like flying away from you, pretending to play a guitar, and is kind of like in the same direction you've all gone.
Okay, so Sorrow's far away from us.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's not far away from you.
I'm above you.
She's going in your direction, but she's above
I'm
you.
trying to go. Yeah, I'm trying to go their way anyway. Yeah.
Cool.
Just trying to go our direction, and we can kind of hear what the Stone Man's saying. I just want to get out of his. Is there anywhere around us I think we could like run to get out of view?
Sure, you guys can just like hide behind some bushes or absolutely. You can go try to hide like in a yard. Absolutely. If you want to do that, it would be a stealth check. There's plenty of little places. On your turn, you can.
Yeah, I know. That's a problem. I don't want to leave.
If you want to, I'll tell you this. You can like kind of like hold it because she can kind of like pull you along. You can hold a hide so that then you guys kind of go on her turn and try to hide somewhere. If you want to do that, Talia.
So we would hide on her turn.
You'd both act on her turn and try to hide then. Yeah. She always carries you around. That's not a hard. She was carrying you around through swamps and nonsense.
I'm very strong. I use my muscles.
The question is, I'm just like, would the gargoyles notice where we're going, or are they all focused on?
You can make a free insight check. That's fine before you determine where to go.
Yeah, I want to know if the gargoyles are paying attention to us or the situation with the Stone Man. Oof. All right, it's not going to be good. Is it insight?
Insight.
6.
They seem to be rocking hard. You can't believe they care about anything but the music. And it is a pulsing kind of like the canyons are rocking here. It's pretty good.
Okay. Well, if I think they're not paying attention, then yeah, I think we'll try to hide on Oksana's.
Understood. Wonderful. Alrighty. That other person. Okay, cool. Just getting the hell out of there. Dylan, it's your turn. So she said, "Go away, honey, the grown-ups are talking." You saw a bunch of people and that devil woman all, like, running in one direction.
But that's, like, away from me, right?
It is away from you, yes, all of them.
I'm just gonna run around the back of my house into the backyard, and then if I have room, I wanna. Are the backyards are the fences adjacent to each other?
Yeah.
Like directly.
You can do some Ferris Buellering, yeah.
Are the the backyards kind of shut off from the front yards? Like, can anyone see me running through the backyards?
You think you'd have a good bit of cover. I mean, there are things in the sky, but yeah, you think you'd have some good cover back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna run around back, and I wanna follow those girls, because I don't know, they seem like they know what they're doing.
So
and
you want to follow them.
run parallel with them.
Run parallel.
Yeah.
So make a survival check, kind of for the general tracking of that.
Okay, I can do this. I can't do this. That's an 8.
So you're going the direction you think they're going, but you're kind of just like climbing through houses,
Yeah.
and you.
Well, I'm doing my parkour. I'm getting my reps in.
In the distance, Dahlia and Oksana, you hear like a dog suddenly barking really loudly, and a teenager's
high-pitched
voice being
squeal.
like, "Shut up, shut up!" Yeah. As you went into the wrong yard. Okay. At this point, all those who live have moved away from the scene. The stone man begins to speak to this woman, but none of you hear it.
Oh, none of us here now.
It's as if the music kind of is now like fading. It's like you're outside of an arena during a concert. You can kind of hear that it's happening, but you're no longer hearing the perfect mix. Bruce Pumper lies dead on the ground. And we will suspend initiative at this time.
Suspend?
Yeah. We might have to roll it again, but we're out of initiative.
Okay.
So, the two of you are hiding. Go ahead and make your stealth checks as you guys hide.
2. You know, I'm
The
very
neighbors
big.
are all seeing you and asking sort of what you're up to.
So she rolled a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Do we like average our scores together for hiding together?
Usually with 2 people, I don't. What do you got?
24.
It's better. She's attracting attention, you're not, so the group is attracting less attention than if you both were. I'll phrase it like that.
I'll go ahead and just because I can see. I'm just gonna go land next to Oksana.
Yeah, you
and
see where
if she's
Oksana
okay.
is with no problem and
I am.
find her.
Great.
When
Perfect.
you
That was
arrive,
impressive.
shutters of windows, like seeing a frightening creature, close. So,
Sorrow, that was impressive. You did not play the guitar real, but I saw the passion in your heart when you know.
No, I don't know. This is like not like a lute that I know how to play. So
It's okay. You did good. It looked fantastic. Hearing nothing, but you know, it was good. Not as good as Dahlia's performance in 12th Night, but
Oh.
you know,
yeah.
make it till you make it, like they say. You know.
all right.
I yes, it's true.
As you guys are you guys moving, or are you guys just sort of staying here like several houses?
I
down?
need to find some clothes. Do you have any clothes?
They put you in a cloak, I believe.
Oh right.
You were in a cloak.
Yes,
I mean,
okay,
it's
I'll
kind
put
of been unfurled, and when you're up close,
Okay,
you can
yes.
see.
So
but
I'll
you
go
can-
ahead and see if I can. I'll furl
Oh.
my rings.
So your boobs were like out.
Oh, I was completely naked. Yes, I was
Okay, you're not-
beautiful. I
you're
mean,
not-
just
It was a
gorgeous.
topless angel woman, a winged angel woman
Yes.
flying around. Yes, that was definitely the album cover.
You know, you're fine.
Gargoyle
It's-
flying up thing to an angel,
Oh, yeah.
topless leg. Yeah. Yep.
Bruce Pumper's
You-
last moment.
You do not need to
I
be
do-
ashamed of your body. It is fantastic. Like,
I know that
you
no
know, in
one said
Russia,
I was ashamed of
we
my
go
body.
to
No,
things without.
I do.
Stops all
No,
the time, it's
like
fine.
listen. You know, when you're in Trapped Inside the Tarot card, you know, I did a lot of keto, and
you look
I feel
fantastic.
very.
It suits you well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really is the pretty girl still around here?
Yeah, she's right here. She's right
Oh,
next to me.
okay.
I just
Okay.
kissed her.
She
I
just-
was very loud.
She hid very well. You guys have
Elliot,
actually
it's not your
stayed
fault, though.
here long enough that, I'm actually going to allow Dylan to make one more survival check to see if he sort of is coming upon you by now. Has he course corrected at all?
That's a 9. This is better.
Great. Not really. Not really coming your way. So he's looking for you, so, you know, in the grand scheme of time, he'll probably find you unless you guys are murdered soon. But for now, what do the three of you want to do? Where are you going?
What I don't understand is that I do not have all my spells back. So something is horrible about this place, and I hate it.
Make a make an Arcana check. No, you know that, but make the Arcana check. Let's see if you can.
Okay. I mean, I don't really care. I don't want to delve. I do know that I hate this place.
Oh, for sure.
So Arcana. Okay, 16.
Yes, you suspect that you'd heard that sometimes in these domains of dread, you knew that you were in a domain of dread. You knew that you had entered one, and that's where you got caught in this card. You know that sometimes there are darker tales, and I believe we said you were stuck in the card like almost instantaneously, right, upon like arrival. Like you were not here. I don't think you were in the demi-plane for long enough to even learn the name of the Dark Lord.
The prior one.
Yes, like the one you came into where you got caught. So yes, so this is a thing where you're like, ooh, somebody might have said this was a possibility, but I'd forgotten about that in the ages I was stuck in now. Yikes.
I know.
All right. So where are the three of you going? What is your plan?
Should we? I do not know where to go. Things are disappearing very fast, and
I think we need to find a safe spot.
Or we can find the holes in the veil and try to get out, because it cannot be worse than this.
Yeah, we can go. I mean, but what did that? I feel like didn't that woman say that? Shoot, I know. I'm sorry, Philip. I'm actually legitimately forgetting which one of my characters heard what.
I know. It's a rough thing about this game. It's totally fine.
Because that was Will. That was Will. That came. Was that Will that heard that was with Madame Foresight?
Yes.
That heard about
Madame Foreshadows long ago.
Right.
Yes.
Madame Foreshadows.
Yeah. So that was who that was. Yes. And then I think Sensei Mark also heard some stuff.
Oh, it was Sensei Mark. That's who it was.
Oh, Sensei Mark the second time. Right.
Yes, the second time. Yeah. Right, Sensei Mark.
All right.
The only thing I do know is that I have a fondness for small two-door cars. What is that?
Okay. Hey, let's find a small car.
All right. Dylan, you meanwhile are making your way through various backyards, probably getting a little bit more off target. Are you proficient in stealth? You're not proficient in stealth, right, Dylan? Okay. So we will say that you so Danya, you kind of you make a bit of a clatter in a backyard, and the man who lives there has stepped out. Zane, could you please describe is it, I would assume, Dr. Robert?
Dr. Robert Schlichter.
Yes.
Board certified psychiatrist.
Gray yourself.
Oh, yes, you're no longer dead, please. A new
Undo
character
Gray.
has just arrived. A man pops out of this house. And I will say this is your neighborhood. So this is kind of, maybe a street over, but you might know who this man is. And you, because of Dylan's trying to always do sort of stuff. So, yes, Dylan, you see Dr. Robert Schlichter. Please describe him for us, Zane.
Dr. Robert Schlichter. He is a psychiatrist. He is quite put together, quite narcissistic, if you will. He prefers medieval torture weapons. He feels as if they had a method to the madness. Doesn't keep many people close to him in his life. And he does not like many people other than himself and his patients, who pay him well to talk about their own trauma and mental deficiencies.
Efficiencies.
exactly what you want to hear your psychiatrist say.
Ladies and
So-
gentlemen,
so
my
basically-
husband.
Say that.
You see a gentleman. I just glanced at chat. I will answer this one. I honestly, I've been a little lax about it. I try to make sure everyone has 3 characters ready to go at all times, including the one they're playing, but they need to at least have 1 backup. We have never in a game had someone go through 3 characters, had someone die
Yet.
twice. Well, we've had people die twice, but never to the point that they needed to bring in a 3rd character. So, yet. Maybe tonight's the night. Dylan, kill him. Now's your chance. Murder the doc. So Dylan, yes, you see this professor has sort of like, stepped out of his, backsliding door or whatever as you kind of cacophonously landed in his backyard.
What was the woman's name?
Miss
I
Breton.
forgot.
It's Breton.
Mrs. Breton.
Dr. Schlichter. Oh my gosh. Mrs. Breton. She killed someone.
My dear boy, have you been drinking this evening?
No, no. My mom tells me not to. I've never done that. I've never done it.
Whoa. Take a deep breath. In for 4 seconds. Hold for 3. Out for 8. You want to stimulate the vagus nerve in order to reduce your sympathetic nervous system. We need to slow down, boy. Now,
What's
tell
the
me-
Vegas? Is that something I should be googling on the internet?
Don't use the internet. It's full of nonsense.
Is there internet?
What is the internet?
They can reference.
Safe
Yeah,
cover.
sometimes you remember it, sometimes you don't. Doctor. Something about this boy's bearing and something about the idea of Mrs. Breton. As you say this, you try to calm him, but then you have a most unsettling image in your own mind. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw for Robert Schlichter.
15.
15. You maintain your sense of reality. Congratulations. You suddenly you experience Mrs. Breton as if from first person, ripping your heart out from behind, or like honestly, it's more pushing your heart out and then dropping it. And you experience that for a moment. There's a shocking, just destructive pain in your chest. And then you realize that you know exactly what he's talking about because you remember stripping naked and dancing with a guitar, wearing briefs in a yard for a moment.
Ah.
And
I feel seen.
you suddenly know certain things about the nature of this town, certain memories, these kind of like cascading memories of being different people who've been killed. You can feel yourself being drained by a vampire. Twice for him? How did somebody else died of yours, right?
Twice.
You got sucked by vampire twice, and then you just got chest. But yeah, perfect, great.
Yeah, Buster and Kenny. Both,
Oh, and then you also can feel yourself being like pounded and burned by a giant. Yes, you are experiencing horrifying memories, and yet you keep your sanity about you.
I breathe in for 4 seconds. I hold for 4 seconds. And I breathe out for 4 seconds with Dylan.
Okay,
And
you guys
and
both
3
engage.
more times.
I'm really struggling to get this doctor.
It's fine. Someday you'll understand. Tell me more. I'm more concerned now.
There was these two older girls, and then there was this weird like demon devil like lady thing, or it cursed Mrs. Breton, I think. I don't know. And there was this big guy who was like being real. He was like, honestly, he was like being like the way that like they tell me in school that I shouldn't be and that I should avoid being. And it was like
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't ever like I'm not ever be like that, but like it was, it's like I don't have a lot of friends, Dr. Schlichter, but like he's like the kind of guy who like doesn't have like any friends.
I believe you, and we can talk about that later. I think now what's most important is that we find out where they went. The women, the demon, where did they go?
I was looking. That's why I was like, I'm sorry that I disturbed your backyard. I was running around looking for them. I don't know. They were in this like kind of around here, but I don't know more than that.
Why don't you, if you guys are committed to going, why don't you make one more survival check? And if you don't make it now, then these two characters, then some monsters are just gonna come kill the two of these.
Oh no.
That is a 19 overall.
A 19, great. You don't have a
What
plus
did you
6 to
actually
survival
have?
or anything awesome, right?
Look, I wish I had a.
I
for
know that
multiple
you
reasons.
do. I know that you do.
Yeah.
So with that, the two of you set out. Where are Dahlia and where have you guys been making your way?
Down this. Well,
Just kind of, you're just trying to just kind of like get safe, get away without. So
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
the the three of you as you go. Not long thereafter, in this sort of strange, the days here are so strange. Sometimes a morning happens, and then like after a couple hours, it feels like night again. The nights feel like they can go on forever. But there's a dark quality to this day. It's hard to see. It's kind of grim. The three of you are creeping around, but suddenly you see sort of like walking across a street, kind of like catty corner to where you are, diagonally across. You see a well-dressed, kind of like more sort of academic or intellectual man, a doctor type, and a teenager who you do remember seeing bursting through a fence on the other side. Gentlemen, as you are walking, Dylan, your kind of like triangulation and your survival and your tracking, you've made it, and now you see them across a diagonal street. So I will sort of leave with this group kind of in that situation.
Kind of like a finger up, like pointing at the devil. It's Doctor. That's them. That's the one that cursed Mrs. Breton.
Let us approach. I think there may be more behind the story.
So
Okay, my English teacher told me to use my critical thinking skills more, so maybe this will help.
and again, both of you, Dylan, you really only recognize Oksana and then slightly Dahlia. Robert, as you approach, you certainly recognize all three of these women.
Question: do I know?
You believe
Do
their
I know
names
on
are
level-
1, 2, and 3.
God damn it.
That was good. Do I know on a
Wow.
level of like that there were relationships? Like I can play, or I only see scenes.
It's really only scenes and snippets. What you do have is an overwhelming like sense, that we need to do something. We need to get out of here. We're trapped. I'm finally awake. Whatever the plan is, we all need to be together. It's almost like the DM programmed something into your memories to always just at least get the party together, conveniently. There you go. That is kind of your sense. But there's definitely a feeling of like, okay, they'll have information. We need to share information. We need to get out of here. There's an overriding sense of remember and escape. Those are like the two watchwords.
Everyone, you must listen to me now. We know each other.
I do not know you. You are strange man.
I mean,
You're
At this point-
aggressive. You're coming at me like this? No, I do not
no,
like it.
it's. I mean, yes. What? Don't scare my friend here.
I just died
I'm not
with a guitar
scared.
in my hands.
Oksana, it's another one of these
Wait.
things,
So,
and
no, pretty girl, be quiet, please.
With the memories. No,
I
she was
do
right. She was
actually
right.
have
Do
a
not tell her.
brain.
I just died with a guitar in my hands.
Oh,
Does this one?
in fact, that is the very guitar that you were holding, Dr. Rob.
This guitar.
I'm
Is
going to
what I was
awkwardly hand it to him.
I don't want this. I don't collect such things.
Hey, it's a souvenir, okay? I don't. You know.
Okay, wait. Are you going to try to make sexy movies with us? Because we will not.
Yeah, that's-
Absolutely not.
Yeah, enough of that shit, okay?
I do
Yeah.
not watch movies.
Oh.
Well, maybe you should relax on that because Movies are good.
What
Sexy
the-
movies
Okay.
with young girls are not the thing.
There is urgency behind what we must do, and we must put
We
our
just get
hearts
out of
together.
here.
Where do we go?
I don't know, but not here.
I can't go back home. I don't know. Mrs. Breton might sneak into my house.
Oh,
now.
a child. I did not see you. I'm sorry.
Weren't we supposed to use her to help deal with Etienne and Anna?
Ooh. Oh wow. You have a 15 passive, is that correct, Dylan?
Yes.
Is anybody else at 15?
No, I think I'm
Passive. 15. Yes, I am.
You're 15 as
Oh
well.
no.
Okay.
Passive perception,
Um,
11.
Dylan and Sorrow
Oh no.
hear kind of like a couple of like wet footsteps.
Oh,
Oh no.
What's-
And
hate it.
Dylan kind of like peering around
Not happy
Hey,
about this.
a house nearby is that figure you saw, that fish-like thing, bulbous eyes, fins, kind of like these jaws with all these sort of strange tendrils hanging down. And it's kind of trying to sneak, but the two of you notice it, and upon seeing you look, it kind of, and then escape. Escape. Freedom. Do you seek? And then sort of stepping out into the full view, leaving this trail of like briny footsteps behind, is this undersea creature. Bipedal, webbed feet, long tail, kind of all sorts of scales, and just kind of like sopping out this like salty water, just sweating.
What's
it will
this
just.
guy's? What's this guy's?
Can I? Can I just place myself in front of Dahlia? Like, not to where I'm pushing her back. but
sure.
Just,
You
like,
really
in
need to
case.
let this go, Oksana.
No.
Oksana,
She is
maybe-
small. Shh, she is small and weak.
you're
you
not
know,
going.
it-
No, you're not. What's the vibe of this guy? Like.
He seems to be. Make an insight check. You can sort of do that
Okay.
for free.
Sorry, let me find it.
I like how people with similar accents are very polite, though.
5.
5. You have no good read on him. However, I would also like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Shit.
Ah, shit.
Shit.
Oh no.
13?
13.
No. I'm making. I just love how everyone. You say make a wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw, and everyone's like, "Oh god."
Oh, God.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
20.
God, oh no. Oh
Oh,
no.
oh, baby. What are you? 23.
23. Excellent. With that wisdom save, you kind of like, as you see this
Nice.
thing, you saw creatures like this when you were someone in Sensei Mark. You saw them emerging from where the penitentiary, from the Paradise Marshes. And this one is kind of like, it's actually like clad in like a cloak. It was probably trying to just walk so it could kind of be, or actually let's make it more, it's wearing like a trench coat. It's wearing like a stolen, like ragged trench coat and like a fedora, but you can sort of see that it's a fish thing underneath. Escape. So you have no vibe of this one's vibe.
Right.
But you recall these appearing out of nowhere, and you know it was from this dread storm in which the edges of the domain of dread are mixed about in other kinds of horrors.
And so I'll say this is close. This is close enough for you, friend. But what? Yes, we want to. We would love to get out of here. What about you? What do you know?
To the marshes of the grave you may come, if you wish to escape the Man of Stone.
And go where?
We welcome you, Tiefling. And then in actually I will roll for the I'll roll a performance check on this. It's a negative one.
What the?
Actually not bad. A 14 minus 1 is 13, but mine don't matter. Also wasn't natural. In any case, then in very, very poor infernal, this person says, welcome to come hospitality to offer Usted is the formal
No, it's a declination. It's okay. It's a past perfect.
welcome
Okay.
to drink of the ichor of the angels at our table of the. It's basically just trying to sort of say like you're welcome to you, tiefling.
And only you're saying only me. Is that right?
It is speaking to you in Infernal. If anyone else speaks Infernal, however, they do understand those words.
But the rest of us can hear it.
Oh yeah, it's spoken aloud. So what you guys hear is.
But do
This
we know
sounds-
if it's only addressing Sorrow?
No,
we
this
also-
person is inviting all of you, but To Sorrow is doing so
Right.
to try to show some formality. And I am so sorry, that is not how I do Infernal. I totally forgot. Infernal is.
Oh, I hate that.
How
I
dare you
hate it.
forget
Just-
all of your different
Do it
languages?
the other way.
Backwards
No.
talking. No, guys,
That's so good.
I had this campaign that I ran for 2 years, and I sent them to a plane where everyone spoke Hellish, which was kind of like a combination of Infernal and stuff. And every place was just like the names of the places were like Europe or the Fartnian, and like I was like writing them out like super
don't like it.
whatever.
Oh,
They're like,
no.
we're from the Versmir, and just to be like devil backwards talking. And KJ, who plays on many of our other games,
You
was
play
like,
Mrs. Ethnic
I do not want to do, like, I want to leave. I want to never come back here. I hate this so much.
Checks out.
And every once in a while, I would name one person something real normal, but everybody else would be like, Fjordnjor. So, yeah.
So I'll say back to him. And I'll be like, is everyone invited? You can say it's. Oh, you can say come.
I did not try to incite anything. No, I'm sorry. Just an invitation. He didn't really understand. His Infernal's
Understood.
not great. He's kind of
Sure. I'll repeat. I'll say, are we all invited? Why are you helping us?
Allies. More friends. The Stone Dark Lord. No. Wicked. Escape. Come. His
Since
music.
I understand, can I do an insight check to see if I trust them?
Yeah, and most of this is just like being spoken in English, so you can make an insight check for sure.
But I do speak Infernal.
So you heard that? So the Infernal was
Oh.
this creature barely speaks Infernal. It was just trying to be polite, and it was like butchering
Okay.
it, so it switched back to English. But so basically,
Okay.
you heard it talk Infernal, not great, and then you heard Sorrow say some normal stuff in Infernal, and this thing like completely misunderstood.
But I can do an insight check to
You may do an insight check,
see
absolutely.
if I trust. 14?
The
Are you a
creature
+1? Is that a +1?
+1.
Hey!
is cool to me,
Yahtzee!
the world is cool to me, and everybody is happy in life. This is the way that I will be happy, and the world is my friend. The dice are my friends,
Ach, nein.
even if the people are not when the game is done. Okay, let's see.
Ach, nein.
Look, I swear to God.
I love this.
Liv. Thank you, Liv. So I just need one tonight from Zane and Lauren, and then we'll be good. Okay.
No.
Hey guys, other people chip in. Let's go. What do we got? What do we got? What
Nope.
do we got? Come on and do it. Give me
I
a
had
Y or
all
a Z.
three
Give me a
last
Y or a
time.
Z.
I'm not
Give me a
gonna-
Y or a Z.
No.
No. No.
No.
No.
No.
It's so close to a Y. It's on an F because it's not in alphabetical order for like randomization reasons. It's a ring. It's like a spinner ring. See, it's like ooh, fancy.
Wow, look at how cool that is.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Wow. Yeah. Really great.
I-
What do you
Good
do?
old nerd.
Play D&D several nights a week?
Nice finger.
Oh, I don't know. Does this answer your question? Listen, guys, we've had a lot of laughs, had a lot of fun. In answer to your
We've died, laughed, loved.
in answer to your amazing natural 13 there,
Die, scream, hate.
You do not. This is an alien creature. You are not confident that you have a great read on it, but you don't sense hostility. You don't sense deception. You don't sense, like, ill intent. It is strange. You think... You certainly don't think going there is not dangerous at all, but you don't sense any
deception
or ill intent.
Well,
This trench-coated creature.
but are you working with the angels?
Angel? No. Angel? Is there an angel here? Where?
Well, there's Etienne.
Can you bring the angel?
No. We don't want the angel.
Is this English?
Mm-hmm.
The angel is dangerous, just like the stone man. Maybe worse.
Who do you work for?
I work for the deep. I work for the things that are buried in the water, in the murk.
And you said we could get out of here.
The demon.
Oh wait, I didn't understand that. Never mind. What did you say to them?
No, this has all been in English. You understand
in
all
English.
of this.
No, but I thought the invitation was in Infernal.
No, it invited all of you in English and then spoke in Infernal as an attempt at extra politeness.
This is very confusing for me.
For sure.
The invitation, is it safe there? Will you protect us? From death.
By the grace of the depth.
I have 2 questions.
Hurry, we should go. You're stone man.
What?
Very dangerous.
What has the stone man done to hurt you?
Brought us here? No. Not our place. Pulled us here? No. But things here we need.
What is your goal?
To serve Ugeltlur.
But like
Who is-
short term goal.
Escape? Help.
Oh, okay.
Help us escape.
But you want to go back to your place of Are there a lot of people that are like us in the place you are going to take us?
Some like you. Some like them. The city's on stilts.
And are these people hippie, or are they food?
Hippie. Hips. About
Hippie?
Same
Half.
as yours.
Or hippie.
No, I'll say happy and infernal.
Oh, understood. Oh.
Yep.
Happy.
Hippie? Peace, love.
They
No.
are not our food.
Are they someone else's food?
We are all food for the depths.
That's what I
don't-
learned in science class.
Okay, all right,
You know.
Skippy. Okay, go run up a tree, okay?
God, Sorrow is so cool. Sorrow is so cool.
I'm just trying to just ground myself in things I know.
Mhm. Yeah, okay, yes. Yes, do you know, listen, small child. Do you know,
I'm going
know-
through
Have
puberty.
you seen the small children?
What small children? There are no small children
The
here.
arrows and
That we have
knives.
seen.
when you were watching us, there was a kid watching us too. Are they bad?
Orphans. Bad, very
What's
bad.
wrong with orphans?
Very
There are
bad.
plenty of orphans.
No.
Orphans.
No, I know plenty of orphans back from where I come from, right?
Same. Yes.
These orphans. Bad.
My boy, what have you seen?
One was here. I go. Come, welcome, if you wish to come to follow. You would be welcome. But this thing looks around. I guess I should technically roll this first. Yep. This thing looks around frantically, making a perception check, seeing nothing. Just saying, come, and then just begins running quickly, kind of like shuffling down the street in this kind of.
I look at Dahlia.
He seems safe enough, and we can't stay here.
Okay, do you need lift? I will pick you up. Okay, I will pick her up.
All right, pick up pretty girl. The rest of you, anybody doing anything?
I just scowling.
Scouting.
Sarah's always scowling, tutting around. I
Skep-
feel like
I see your face. I see your face. Shut up. Shut up.
Hey, pretty girl.
Don't listen to it. To her. To them.
What?
Pretty girl. You have all this stuff on your face. What is this?
Leave her alone.
No, that's what
Makeup.
you have extra?
Oh yes, I always have my makeup kit with me.
You guys both do remember that when you tried to put it on you earlier, it bubbled against your hot skin.
Right.
Well,
I'm just gonna see if I can just let me just see if I can just do do you have any eyeshadow in there?
Yeah.
So just to be clear, you are not following the thing?
I mean, we are following the thing.
Are we gonna follow him?
Don't have to by any means.
I guess we
Yeah.
can't.
When we're
I don't want to
doctor
go
does.
into the depths. That sounds. I don't know what. Here's the thing. I'm just a little bit. I've had a little bit of experience of like you're in one place and then the next place you're at is worse than the place you were before.
Okay, but this place is on stilts. Like we can just.
The snowman is
get
going to
there,
come, and I don't know what's
assess.
going on.
Okay.
Yeah, we can.
Yes,
we can
But
get
he
there,
loves
reassess,
you.
and
We have
see
some
what's
power
going on.
here.
I
You
don't
get,
know,
you
he
get married.
No.
You know,
He
maybe you
seems
just
fairly
are
enamored
pretty.
with that other
you just
woman.
you just say smile.
I
and you're
agree.
pretty for the rest of your time, and then you know.
He seemed fairly enamored with that very angry woman.
Oh,
Dahlia
Yes.
is slightly hurt. She is just a little bit.
Oh yeah, I see that. I clocked that.
Perfect. Dylan, because you and Sarah both have high perception, but I'm gonna say Sarah's kind of engaged in this discussion. I'll say the guy has kind of disappeared. You could theoretically chase after him if you wanted, but you're kind of letting him go because the DM's like, hey, come to this place underwater. That's fine. Yeah, nothing could go wrong. But Dylan, I want you to make a perception check because he was looking around and you were sort of vaguely perceptive.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if there's one of these,
He said it was on stilts, though.
that is
I don't know.
A
if there's
15.
Still,
A 15?
yes.
You look around and you have this like eerie feeling for a moment, like you're being watched. But then you look and you don't see anything, and you look down kind of every hall, but there is a growing sense that something has eyes on you.
For some reason, I don't know. Like I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Stop.
Oh boy.
I feel like that I should turn back the clock.
Okay, like
Oh,
always.
man.
Then that is
Fuck.
normal
delightful.
for you,
That's great.
and this is nothing different. Is there something watching you or not? You need to be more clear.
I don't know. It's like it's playing tricks on me.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
I'm gonna leave.
I don't know. I mean, I don't see anything, but it's like it. You know, like
Do you feel like you have any privacy?
Do you feel like
No.
it's always watching you?
yes, like I don't know if I were to be. I could close my eyes, so I feel like someone's standing there. You know.
God, I feel like this.
Okay,
I feel like
but,
this
like-
should trigger a horror surge. Is what it should.
Oh no! Oh no! We sang the wrong
This happens
lyrics.
all the time.
nothing
That's why-
but gazers, and they're like somebody's watching you. Yeah.
yeah.
Um.
But you know that feeling when like like it really feels like someone's eyes are in the back of your head, and then you turn around, there's nothing there, but you still get that feeling.
Yes, and you said that happens to you all the time. So
Right, but now
so
it's like like
then maybe we should get going and get out of here.
yeah. I don't know. I don't necessarily want to go like somewhere that sounds like there's like a very long way to the bottom of the ocean. But like, I mean.
Well, I mean, you're a kid. You could go home if you wanted.
I don't know. My neighbor just ripped a man's heart
I mean,
out.
she didn't seem very interested in you.
I don't. But
it's adult business, she said.
Yes.
yeah, and I like to be far away from adult business.
Well,
That's-
we are
that's
all
good. You should
adults.
stay
I
far
mean,
away
I'm
from
only
adult
18,
business.
but
We clearly cannot figure out what to do from here. Why don't we measure up our pros and cons about going with Water Guy?
I'm gonna set Dahlia down.
I like that you for a couple of minutes for a conversation we're holding Dahlia, and we're like, all right, fine.
I've been like moving her to who she's talking to as well.
I guess my question is, are you going to stay here on like the street, or are you going to like
Yeah,
go
we're just-
to a house or somewhere?
We should.
bickering in broad
Definitely
daylight.
not a safe area to be in if we're
It
standing. in the
doesn't
middle
feel.
of
I mean, like, there's nowhere really that's safe for me because of everyone is so just horrible here.
We are not
Yeah.
horrible. We
Uh,
have been with you. You are
Dylan,
our friend
in
now.
the high distance,
You are my friend.
like not near you, both Dylan and Sorrow kind of glance up, and they do see a couple of kind of like winged shapes, maybe looking of stone, in the distance, probably not even seeing you, but like dispersing as if something is done.
I think some of those gargoyles are flying. We should get.
Yeah, because
Okay,
they're
let's
probably
go.
looking for us.
I
And
think
I don't
maybe
know what kind of a mood he's in. We should get out of here.
I think that maybe he found someone new.
I do too.
I don't want to stick. I don't want to stick around to find out.
Dahlia,
Is-
I know you love that people love you, but you have to understand not everybody is always going to love you all the time. Some people will, but not everyone.
I'm wondering, is Dylan really comfortable with this area because he does so much parkour?
Ooh.
Sure, this is your neighborhood, Dylan. Yes.
Yeah.
Dylan, my boy, can you please direct us to a place that's not so open?
I'm gonna start running over a park bench and across the fountain and up over a fence.
I will pick up Dahlia and do my best.
As some hardcore parkour is going on.
I'll go ahead and just fly there.
Okay. So in other words, you guys are like, let's stop attracting attention. Kid running on a fence, demon flying. Yeah, exactly.
Woman carrying a woman.
So yeah, it's a thing.
Anime.
So you guys are heading away.
Straight up anime.
You are going to go sort of like regroup somewhere. You leave, and a few moments later, like directly behind a little trash can that was just like sitting on the street, out steps this 2.5, 3 foot tall figure in a black cloak with a knife in hand. Kind of looks after you all. Its face covered by a mask, kind of just like a little weird little porcelain painted mask. This tiny little figure just looks and just kind of holding up their dagger, holding up their knife. Does that gesture and shakes their head and then scampers away. We're going to end tonight's session there.
Oh no.
The orphans have been here for many sessions. In their fortress, out by the mall, no one goes there. But they've been doing things, the orphans of the Eldritch. Those children from another place, another plane. They've been doing all sorts of things. They've been doing enough to have frightened the creatures who do not fear the krakens that live at the bottom of the marshes.
Oh no.
Everything's great. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Philip, is that
Wow.
what I think it is?
Ooh, children
I
of the
made this
Eldritch.
connection
The
too.
orphans of the Eldritch is what they are called. But is there a connection to Captain Eldritch? That is a very, very good question, my friends.
No, but I feel like V would.
You'd be real upset if there were some kids of Eldritch lying around, huh?
There are man. I mean, there's no children of Eldritch. I'll tell you that much. I'm
They've
you know, in
not
addition, I got.
done
Hey guys.
anything
No. I got no children of the Eldritch. I'll be really clear with you about that. I got 2 nicknames. I'm Captain Eldritch, and I'm the Pullout King. If you get my drift, all right. I definitely don't have any kids floating around. It's fine.
Did V ever hear this come out of
No,
Dustin's
he
mouth?
is super slick when
Okay.
he's around V, sweetheart. Don't even worry about it. Like when V's there, he's all like, "You look so cute, baby. Don't even worry." But then when she's not around, he's like, "Oh my God, have you guys seen? Jesus, I mean, that girl is so." He's such a dirtbag. He's such a.
For those of
fucking
you in the
Boston
chat,
dirtbag.
we are referring to another one of our streams, Top Flight, which will resume in January.
January, I believe.
Which
Yeah.
Round you up.
myself and Dan, raise your hand, Dan, are in.
And there may
Yeah,
be
it's a
some connections
superhero.
to that superhero game. And this
Well, my
board.
character mucked up and accidentally had to have Captain Eldritch create a thing that may or may not have led to this entire.
I don't know about that. That's pure
Entire realm.
speculation.
May or may not
In
have.
any event,
May
the
or may
Orphans
not.
of the Eldritch. Ooh, how very interesting. Well, speaking of other shows, yes. If you enjoyed what we did here tonight, please follow us or even subscribe. I think we got a subscriber tonight, so thank you so much for subscribing. That is so kind of you.
Yes, thank you.
It is
for
so
my
last
TikTok.
month,
Thank you for being here.
guys. Last month was September, but this is Domtober now. And
Domtober.
and
Right.
September now. It's Domtober.
in September, it's like, hey, subscribe for a bonus, and you can subscribe for cheaper and gift them for things. In Domtober, it's not on sale. Subscribe anyway.
Well, if it's Domtober and no Dom, like Doms need a sub, so sub for
Hey
us.
now, there you go. Yes, if you'd like to, but
Yeah,
also just
sub for
even a
us.
follow, check us out, it's great stuff. But if you enjoy what we did in this crazy game, also
At least follow us.
and please join our Discord. On Discord, we post recaps of all previous sessions. There is also a novella set in the universe of this game that you can download from our Discord, and it features some characters who you saw tonight, including old Carla Breton. She's in there in a big way. Things that novella were sort of alluded to in tonight's game. We have a couple other series going on right now. Top Flight will be back in the new year in January. On Sunday night, please tune in. It's going to be so fun, even from Session 0. It's going to be great. You should come and check out Here Be Dragons, our new sort of like advanced player game, I guess you could sort of say. It's kind of it's a basically Fizban's Treasury of Dragons about to come out, and I'm bringing in like there's great worms, there's all sorts of stuff. It's going to be awesome. I'll phrase it like this: to come to Session 0, the players like before Session 0 have built 20th level characters. So that's kind of some of the kind of stuff that's going on. And Andrew will actually be in that game, so you can see him on Sunday night. Gonna be fun.
I'm so sad I can't. Be there.
It would, yeah, exactly. But well, you know, perhaps you can pop in for a guest spot here or there if you're ever off on a Sunday. And then
Also-
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
And then just last one on Monday, Session 1 this week. Come and check out the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. That will feature both Lauren and Liv.
You said
over-
Monday before that went. Here Be Dragons is
Here Be Dragons
Sunday.
is Sunday. Oh my God. Here Be Dragons is Sunday. Wild Beyond
I
the
was
Witchlight
like,
Monday. We have things on Friday, Sunday, and Mondays every week.
And then on
3
Tuesday, on Tuesday, I am streaming on Andrew is Trying. On Twitch, I'm streaming puzzle games, and I'm giving really bad relationship advice.
Oh,
So,
man.
Nice.
Hey,
Oh, I will be
Tuesday-
there.
Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific,
and
Andrew is Trying
is
on Switch.
is that in our about page? Is Andrew's
No, he hasn't given it to
So,
me
yeah,
yet
Andrew,
because
so
he
send
created
that
his
and we'll-
channel today.
We'll also put that up on our about page. You'll have the link to
Perfect.
that Twitch channel and everything. Awesome. Anybody else
Is
want to
there
plug
a
anything?
way
Yo.
to link our Twitch channels to this one, so if someone pops onto mine, I could like redirects them to this while we play?
You can have your channel.
There is a
host
thing
this.
of that.
We'll show you how to do that.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'm I'm not yeah, I don't know about that, but we should do that. We should also have this channel follow various of our people, etc., etc. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, come back next week, check out our other stuff, subscribe, all that fun. We really do appreciate everybody checking it out. Thank you to all of our players.
Fridays, Sundays, and Mondays, 7:30. Our schedule is on our page. If you're curious about any of our players, they're in our About section.
Yes.
With all of
I
our
wanted to give a
socials.
shout out to it looks like Minnesota Twins, MN Twins 2421 subscribed this evening.
Yay,
Thank you so
yay.
much.
Shout out. Shout
He
out.
follows
That's
me on
so
TikTok
kind.
and on Instagram, so thank you.
And thank you so much to the people interacting in the chat. It means so much to us.
Yeah,
And
it's
if you
awesome.
have any questions ever about any of our campaigns, we're always happy to answer. So
Absolutely.
Huge shout out for Book and Dagger for being the most solid.
Yeah, appreciate
Yes,
the
thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Super,
Yeah, thank
super
you.
this
appreciate
has
it.
become a love fest.
Yeah, it
we
really
love
has
everyone.
been. And it's funny because this is the game where I just murder people for no. It's just so. It's funny that this is the nice.
It's
one.
true.
If you want to see a nice game, check out the Monday game though. On
Yes.
Monday, Wildbound the Witchlight, the whole point is I'm gonna be nice to the players.
Wow.
They don't even
And
know
I
yet.
think
You
part of
say
it-
that now.
I thought that it was the Sunday game.
No,
was gonna
the Sunday
be.
game's gonna be.
No, the Sunny game's not nice.
Sunday
Monday
game's.
game is like
Sunday game's gonna be.
our stats.
I'm gonna tell
Our
you this.
stat bonuses were crazy.
Yeah, they
starting off with
the way
like-
they got to create their characters was 3d4 plus 7. 7 times pick your favorite 6. No, the Sunday game, it will kick you in the teeth.
so sad.
So it's going to be a great, but yes, please, and definitely guys, check out the Session Zero. It's going to be awesome. So, but for now, thank you so much for watching, and I will leave you with our closing words.
Uh-oh.
Have a dreadful night.
Ooh, very
No.
Ooh, okay.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Thank you
bye,
so
bye,
much.
bye.
Your bags are packed, you're at the door. A taxi's on its way. There's nothing left to say. I'll give you back the ring. Don't look at me like that. You had to know it ends like this. Couldn't you feel it in my kiss? Not happily ever after anything. But don't give up, not for 1 hour. The game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll find a way to up your power. What you're looking for is in another castle down the line. I feel like we've been running through somebody else's dreams. It isn't what it seems. I can't keep up this game. You're looking for someone to rule a kingdom by your side, but I'm nobody's bride. You need to know you're never gonna change my name, but don't give up, not for 1 minute. The game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll find another chance to win it. But what you're looking for is in another castle down the line. But don't give up, not for 1 second. This game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll do much better than you What you're looking for is in another castle down the line.